Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Hitman and 120. This game taking place here on Twisted Meadows. 120 spawning as the green undead on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Hitman spawning as the yellow orc over here on the bottom right. We'll see how all of this unfolds here in just a moment as things are getting underway in this undead versus orc matchup. Now, a couple of things that I am curious about is how undead is going to be doing against orc now that Circlet of Nobility is no longer an item drop. That Circlet of Nobility was a powerful item that the Blade Master can still purchase from the Goblin Merchant Shop, but is no longer dropped on the map. There is that Ring of Superiority. We'll see how well that tries to take its place, but then there's also that new +3 to all stat ring as well. Nice Transformer trailer. And wait, ad that looks like Beast Wars. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for watching ads, and thank you however you may be watching, however you may be listening. Thanks for tuning in. For all you guys out there on YouTube who have a free Amazon Prime subscription to use, this is your, I guess, a courtesy reminder or a friendly reminder that to use it. If you don't support me, just remember to use it. There are times I have Amazon Prime that I try to support the WarCraft 3 community with that free sub. You know, subbing to Todd, subbing to Back to WarCraft, subbing to Witty, subbing to just other players out there who are keeping WarCraft 3 alive 20 years after its release. Coming back around, it is going to be a Blade Master coming across by Hitman. No big surprise there. Meanwhile, we are looking at a Death Knight coming in from 120. No surprise there as well. Sometimes there isn't one. Maybe it's RNG. Well, oh, are we going to see an Acolyte getting taken down here? One more shot should finish off this Acolyte here, trying to do that little bit of damage. All right, here we go. And the Blade Master maybe trying to do that Rock Golem trick here that we often see on Twisted Meadows. All right, Grunt going to go ahead and walk on through, and there you are. There you go. That Rock Golem is completely trapped right there. It was stuck between a barracks and a hard place here. Are we going to unburrow right here? Blade Master wants to make sure he gets that final shot off there. Gets that, Lionhorn Stormwind, sells the Scroll of Town Portal, picks up double healing salves, and that Scroll of the Beast. Also nice for Blizzard for buying WarCraft 3 boosters to work on replays. Not quite sure what you mean by that. Anyways, coming back through, we are going to go ahead and finish off the Null Brute and the Null Warden at Creep Camp here. Meanwhile, Death Knight using that, Sacrificial Skull and that Rod of Necromancy to quickly clear out this expansion location, and we may be going into a long economic game. I know that Hitman is going to be trying to clear things out quickly, picks up Devotion Aura as well. Blade Master, second Devotion Aura in this match, may quickly try and sell it. Are we looking at perhaps some Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to get picked up as well, or maybe a Forest Troll Berserker to try and speed up all of that creeping with that damage? All right, there's the Forest Troll Berserker as I originally expected. Are we going to see some damage go down onto that Rock Golem? Yes, we are. Rock Golem taking quite a bit. We are looking at the Grunt taking a little bit of damage as well, and the Blade Master should be able to take this down with no problem due to the extra bonus health coming across from, oh wow, the Ogre Warrior actually standing right on top of the item. They're unable to pick it up. Blade Master trying to finish things off. Meanwhile, Undead may be able to come back around and scout this out fairly fast. This may become a bit of a problem here as both sides are just trying to share things up. Wand of Mana Stealing now picked up. Blade Master going to get healed. New Grunt going to come into play here, and Hitman doing a good job of using all the hit points he has early to clear out a relatively difficult creep camp early on. Death Knight, Death Knight with the larger army are ready, and so he's already sitting at nearly level 3. All of those ghouls currently back here as the Necropolis has not been upgraded due to, limited lumber and resources. Does champion skin works on replay? I don't know, actually. We'll see. Coming up. All right, apparently I need to read up on what's happening in the community, what champion skins and whatnot. Yeah, I need to keep track of what's going on here. All right, focus on the game, Crota. Focus on the game. All right, coming back around 120. Death Knight going to clear out this orange, or I believe that's actually that's still a green creep camp right there, but drops a decent item. Ring of Protection +4 now on that Death Knight, greatly increasing the amount of damage he can take from that Blade Master. Speaking of the Blade Master, he's already off to the north trying to finish off a ghoul or two. Is he going to be able to take that ghoul down? No, he is not. The ghoul able to back away in time. There's a Windwalk Strike trying to finish one of those ghouls. Does get it down here as a second Acolyte, perhaps going to try and move on back here. Does not have a Staff of Teleportation, so this Blade Master now stuck between all of these units here has to be extremely careful, as this ghoul down to 107 hit points isn't going to be able to, well, retreat. Yes, it will. Blade Master going to decide to retreat there. Doesn't want to get hit by the Nerubian Tower, as the Death Knight now tests the waters here. All right, one ghoul quickly taken down. Shadow Hunter gets some early kills, as the Blade Master, sitting at 422 hit points, does still have a Windwalk. Is he going to be able to perhaps take down a ghoul or two? Yes, one more strike should finish it off. Nope. Needs a little bit more damage, but that is going to be denied right there. That Ring of Superiority difference, 2 to 3 damage, or 3 to 4 damage per of those strikes, as the Blade Master now trying to go after those ghouls. Still more damage getting racked up. Scroll of Speed gonna go after that one ghoul down to 5 hit points. One more shot, it will get taken down. Meanwhile, this ghoul is going to be able to hang over by that Blight. Shadow Hunter continuing to deal with the Death Knight of 120, doing a good job there. That barracks is extremely in a forward position, as the Shadow Hunter may try and come across this Death Knight once more. All right, going to go into an engagement again. Forest Troll Berserker trying to retreat back. Hex is still available there, as skeletal minions taking quite a bit of damage. It's going to get taken down. All right, there's a little bit more damage again. There's a healing stab. Skeletal minion trying to catch up there, as the Forest Troll Berserker trying to retreat all the way back. Death Knight gets hexed, unable to chase, as the Forest Troll Berserker finally retreats back, can easily take down that skeletal minion, and does in fact take it down. Little bit of bonus experience there. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter clearing out this green creep camp as well, but the Death Knight is once more very much nearby, ready to launch an attack again. 31 supply compared to 34. Hitman sitting on a bank of 1,000 gold. Surprisingly, 120 doesn't have that much gold in the bank, even though he has that expo already up and operational. What is Hitman's strategy and plan here? We're already at Fortress, perhaps going to try and train up a Tauren Chieftain as that third and final hero, as the Blade Master goes after the Death Knight. Death Knight ends up getting hexed, unable to use the Cloak of Shadows while it was hexed. That is a channeled ability, and suddenly it gets taken down. Blade Master did pick up a tiny Great Hall, so should be able to expand at this Ogre Magi creep camp now. And this is a strategy that we've been seeing a lot of, well, Orc players use recently, quickly trying to get to tier 3, just so that you can build this Great Hall with ease, and then follow it up with a couple of towers. Peons are already on the move over there. Lich now out on the battlefield. No sign of a Tauren Chieftain as of yet, as Hitman with that quick tier 3 now going to finish off this Ogre Magi, picking up a Talisman of Evasion. All right, some decent items here all the way around. This is a new tempo style of play that I haven't quite seen in an Undead versus Orc matchup. That quick tech to tier 3, and we'll see how it works out and how it can be fine-tuned even further, as a Goblin Shredder now joins in on the fight. Still no third hero. We are building up a bestiary. No war mill upgrades, no reinforced defenses as of yet, as the Blade Master does need to get a little bit of, well, healing wave to go around, as we now see Scourge Bone Chimes, a little bit of vampiric aura damage for that Blade Master. He'll be able to, well, offset a bit of the damage that he's taking. What is the percentage? Did he give it over here? Yes, it is a 15%. 15% right there. So with those critical strikes, can really be healing large amounts of damage easily. All right, survivability items on the Blade Master. Still no potion of healing or invul potion that I can see as of yet. Twisted Meadows known for having a large number of creeps. So we are looking at that now. Thank you for the follow. Large number of creeps are going to have some higher level heroes. Shadow Hunter about to get to level 3. There you have it. Level 2 Healing Wave bouncing around, much more effective than that level 1 and mana efficient by Hitman. Coming back through, Tauren Chieftain now getting trained up. Tech to tier 3 is now done. And we are going into Banshees though. So Banshees as that third caster, being able to perhaps curse or perhaps even possess some targets. Lich is out here onto the battlefield, going to try and take down that Forest Troll Warlord. It does have that Ring of the Archmagi, coupled with that Orb of Corruption. Some plus damage, plus hit points, just a nasty, nasty item right there, leaving behind a Tome of Agility. Coming back off to the north here, this is just a creeping plethora by Hitman. Gonna get even more items on that Blade Master. Shadow Hunter picks up a Robe of Magi. Gonna have plenty of at least mana capacity, as the Undead now gonna perhaps try and test the waters in the Orc base. Reinforced defenses is now done. War Drums damage increase getting researched here, but that means that there are no units out on the battlefield, as Hitman is sitting at 44 supply against 120's 70. 120 is knocking on the door hard, and well, may be able to take things down pretty quickly, as we're now sitting at 50 over 52 supply. No Scroll of Town Portal to try and retreat back. One Orc Burrow now down. Kodo Beast gonna perhaps try and rally to the back here. Are we gonna see some, well, spears being lodged and thrown out here, as the Dark Ranger does sit at level 1, and well, this bestiary about to get taken down. In comes the Scroll of Town Portal, buying it from the shop in the center portion, and now here we are going into that engagement. Tauren Chieftain does have Stomp first. Blade Master now going to try and test the waters, as this barracks could end up getting taken down. The Berserker upgrade now trying to be researched, as the Blade Master needs to test the waters here. There's a purge from that ghoul, from the Blade Master onto that ghoul. Going to go ahead and easily finish it off here, as both sides are now fighting. Tauren Chieftain going to try and get into that front line spot, perhaps throw down a Stomp. That is a massive Stomp for a level 1. That radius is much, much smaller, as the Kodo Beast is looking to grab a ghoul and now retreat back. However, it goes a bit too far, got snagged up again. Both sides still fighting their way through. 67 supply compared to 47. A large supply advantage by the Undead 120, as the Berserker upgrades do get completed in time. Bestiary, the only production building now for Hitman, as well, there's not going to be enough Berserkers to really poke apart this army. Coming back across here, we do have only a Great Hall, no production buildings at the Expo either. 48 supply compared to 71, as well, Hitman just really tries to build up this Voodoo Lounge. Voodoo Lounge going to be incredibly important. There's a Kodo Beast snacking on a Crypt Fiend. Tauren Chieftain already gets up to level 2, has Amulet of Spell Shield, as well as the Tauren Chieftain still has a little bit of mana, and, well, that Kodo Beast is trying to find a way to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 is going to throw down a Stomp. Well, there goes the Dust of Appearance, as the Kodo Beast still providing plenty of experience. All right, damage coming back around. Tauren Chieftain down to 118 hit points. Is he going to be able to heal up? Yes, Healing Wave plus a Healing Salve gives him just the right amount of hit points. Death Knight could easily Death Coil this Tauren Chieftain in the backfield there, as the Crypt Fiends are still getting finished off here. Death Knight, no Death Coil onto that Tauren Chieftain, as we see Wanda mana stealing, trying to remove mana from that Tauren Chieftain or that Death Knight, but the Obsidian statues are still there. Crypt Fiend's trying to purge down some more units. There goes a Death Coil, going to finish off a Crypt Fiend there, but Crypt Fiend does in fact burrow, only to see Dust of Appearance charge used once more. All right, 46 supply compared to 66. This is a 20 supply advantage by Hitman, by 120, but 120 has not been able to close out this battle as much as I thought he would. Kodo Beast slowly digesting one Crypt Fiend here. More Crypt Fiends are trying to give chase. No, I do not see any Scroll of the Speed to try and retreat back all of these units, as the Shadow Hunter, using up some Clarity Potions, should be able to heal back up and get ready to go once more. All right, Hitman's main base looks much more like an outpost now, kind of in ruins, as we are looking at the Kodo Beast trying to get trained back up. No peons for repairs here, and, well, no peons in the burrow either. This bestiary could get taken down. All right, repairs are underway, trying to buy a little bit of time. Kodo Beast is going to be able to, eat anything. No, it is not. It is trying to retreat back, and now the Blade Master finding some targets here. Kodo Beast coming back around here, perhaps could eat some additional targets here. There goes another Crypt Fiend. No, Crypt Fiend able to stay alive. Healing Wave still bouncing around, finding some of those peons as well. Not the direction of the bounce that he wanted as the Banshee gets taken down. Dark Ranger now sitting at level 2. Tauren Chieftain back here as the Death Knight forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal as it went in a bit too far. That retreat right there may have been exactly what Hitman needed to stop the onslaught from 120. Beautiful there. Tauren Chieftain was extremely low on hit points, but remember, the Amulet of Spell Shield, I don't know the cooldown on that Amulet of Spell Shield. The Death Coil may have just been able to bounce off there, buying a little bit right there once more. Death Coils have been plenty to try and finish off Crypt Fiends, or to heal up Crypt Fiends, as we see a large number of Obsidian statues already out here on the battlefield. The Obsidian statues are there trying to at least provide some sort of support, but once they're low on mana, I'm surprised they have not transitioned into Destroyers as of yet. Shadowhunter going to be buying Dust of Appearance here in just a moment, and, well, going to be revealing two burrowed Crypt Fiends if that Shadowhunter does in fact try to use that Dust of Appearance right here to finish off some of these units. Meanwhile, the Shadowhunter low on mana, unable to heal up all of these units as the Lich does end up surviving at 33 hit points. Obsidian statues keeping those Crypt Fiends good on life. We see 3-0 upgrades for those Crypt Fiends and 3-0 upgrades for all the ranged attacks except for the Kodo Beast, the Berserkers, and those Wind Riders. 3-1 upgrades now done. I don't believe do we have Envenom Spears? I guess that is the follow-up question. 71 supply compared to 66 as the Crypt Fiend, well, slowly joining back in on the fight here. All right, trying to finish off these targets. Blade Master gets up to level 5, and we're now level 4 on that Lich. Who is going to get bursted down first? That is the question. Both heroes have a decent amount of mana. Kodo Beast being brought over now, plus 15 attack on that Blade Master. And here we go. That's going to be a lot of damage onto the Dark Ranger with a quick Death Coil to try and follow it up. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and go. No, doesn't put his foot down. No silence. Just didn't put his foot down right there as the Death Knight could end up getting taken down. But no, the Blade Master's, I believe, Purge actually broke the hex, and now, well, a couple of units were a bit too far away. Obsidian statue going to get taken down. Blade Master could get taken down as well. Some easy targets right there as we see some more Crypt Fiends getting, well, finished up. Kind of wish more Twisted Metal games involves about going into the corners. Well, the corners are a bit of a risky proposition. We do see Hitman with multiple Kodo Beasts. Interesting to go this many Kodo Beasts since they are a bit of glass cannons going up against those Crypt Fiends. Even though they have 1,000 hit points, they are unarmored. And, well, unarmored units take that bonus damage from those Crypt Fiends. Those Crypt Fiends add in a little bit of negative armor from an Orb of Corruption, and suddenly 1,000 hit points doesn't seem like that much. All right. And the Nerubian Tower going to be easily and quickly finished off here. There it goes. Turning back around, Tauren Chieftain does put his foot down, and now damage is getting racked up here against this tightly grouped units. Amulet of Spell Shield is on the Death Knight. Both sides still fighting their way through. Destroyers able to finish off one of the Wind Riders. Kodo Beasts are trying to eat up some units and have been able to find some Crypt Fiends around. Kodo Beasts all with things in their belly. No, save for one. One Kodo Beast could eat another Crypt Fiend here in just a moment. Not quite sure why he isn't doing that. Exactly that. Going to go ahead and back away, but quickly loses his lunch as he gets taken out. More fighting underway. 69 supply compared to 50, but with Kodo Beast slowly chomping on units and also burrowed Crypt Fiends, the fight actually being a little bit closer than I would have imagined at first. Healing Wave going back around. Kodo Beast going to get taken down, and now with all of the Kodo Beasts gone, the damage bonus coupled with the Crypt Fiends back out on the battlefield could cause some problems. The Blade Masters have been missing their targets a lot. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and throw down a stomp here, perhaps try and finish things off. Death Knight should have enough for a Death Coil. Going to go ahead for the save. Now switching back to that burrowed Crypt Fiend, trying to take them down. One more shot there, but it is all of them missing from the Orc army that is causing problems. The Banshees, the Banshee only at the initiate training, well, really erasing much of the damage that the Blade Master would normally deal. Tauren Chieftain looking to back away. Crypt Fiend trying to, well, following the lead here. There's still plenty of room on the map to try and establish more expos, as only a minute and a half of mining left in the main bases. Once you already have those peons, makes perfect sense to try and establish up an expo somewhere else. Not quite sure where we are going just quite yet, but only one peon staying back to try and complete this. Perhaps a Blade Master, yes, already heading to the top right to set up an expansion there. But, well, 120 may be able to shut it down before it's able to pay for itself. All right, Expo already being placed down. Peons slowly making that transition over. Tauren Chieftain, not quite sure why it's backing around this other way, as the Blade Master, well, trying to figure out what exactly 120 is doing in this thought. Blade Master finds an obsidian statue. There's a purge. There's going to be a lot of damage onto there as he quickly wind walks away just in time. Shadow Hunter has a decent amount of mana now, trying to lead the charge. Perhaps going to be able to finish off one of those obsidian statues, or finish off those banshees. Banshees are a bit of high priority targets since they do apply that curse. Blade Master is currently cursed and now fighting his way through all of these Crypt Fiends. A 232 critical strike finding his target. Tauren Chieftain could throw down another stomp here in just a moment, needing 2 seconds. 1 second stomp in a good position now. Not quite sure. There it goes, as studying up around 5 or 6 units. Kodo Beast going to try and grab a meal, but unable to do exactly that. Kodo Beast ends up getting blasted with a slow instead. Both sides still fighting their way through. Kodo Beast trying to retreat back. Crypt Fiend trying to target onto that Kodo Beast, as the Death Knight now gets up to level 5. Level 5 Shadow Hunter, level 5 Death Knight, level 5 Blade Master, level 3 nearly level 4 Tauren Chieftain. Hero level advantage belongs to 120, but army size advantage belongs to hero level belongs to Hitman. Army size advantage belongs to 120. Economic evenness now, as 120 does have this fully saturated gold mine at this 3 o'clock starting location. All right. Dark Minion is going to be able to get that scout down. I don't believe it's actually going to find this expo there at all. Meanwhile, the Blade Master could try and finish off this Banshee or any of these other priority targets. There goes another target there. Blade Master quickly finishes it off, and now going after the glue that holds the undead army together, these obsidian statues. Obsidian statue, however, transforming into a destroyer in time. Tauren Chieftain trying to throw down a stomp as they once more retreat and fall back. Hitman once again not in high up, or not in any sort of upkeep again, but may end up losing a little bit more as the Tauren Chieftain now gets up to level 4. Blade Master trying to figure things out. Tauren Chieftain now completely surrounded, however could be able to break free here as we see a burrowed Crypt Fiend opening the door once again. All right, 228 critical strike, 180 critical strike. Units are looking to fall back here. This Kodo Beast down to 74 hit points, needs to find a way to heal, perhaps a healing salve, something, as it doesn't want to lose his lunch. Kodo Beast now trying to retreat back here a little bit more as we see a Berserker, a little bit too far away from the action. There goes that Banshee again, trying to take down all of those Banshees before curse can be applied to the entire Orc army. Kodo Beast still digesting a meal here. One Kodo Beast with room in its belly, as the Crypt Fiends are just making their way back out onto the battlefield after, being the Kodo's snack. Tauren Chieftain looking to still finish off more of these units. It looks as though the three Orc heroes are the ones really just starting to work up quite a bit and starting to gain even more experience, as we see another giant stomp now go down. We can see once more another death coil finding its target. 292 critical strike, finding the back of the Crypt Fiend right before it was able to purge, or right before it was able to burrow. There's a dust of appearance. One Crypt Fiend could get taken down. More damage still getting racked up here. 45 supply compared to 65. And, even though the army size advantage has belonged to 120 throughout this matchup, remember, 120 has been constantly fighting or mining resources with low upkeep. Because Hitman has been in no upkeep throughout much of these battles, he gets a 6 gold per second advantage overall, and he's actually been trading extremely efficiently, even though being down 20 supply at times in these battles. All right, 47 supply compared to 54. Blade Master now going to be looking to go after this. Well, Dark Ranger going to get taken down there. And there it goes. Level 4, level 3 Windwalk, and level 3 Critical Strike. No Blade Storm as the Blade Master looking to finish off another burrowed Crypt Fiend. And well, is going to reveal it right there. So Dust of Appearance. I don't know how many Dusts of Appearance have been purchased, but wow, so much constantly being used to try and reveal all of those burrowed Crypt Fiends. Another Kodo Beast getting taken down, but we do have a full saturation at that 12 o'clock spot by 120. Both sides mining up here. Lich being able to use that Scroll of Town portal to get away in time. All those units will be retreating back. And after the fight, 49 supply to 54. Hitman having still 1,100 gold in the bank as we see a Voodoo Lounge now being placed down. This gold mine down to the south has still been mining, so moving those peons off to the expo had bought a little bit of time. We are looking at full saturation on this expo here, and this gold mine finally taken out. How is all of this going to be unfolding next? Tauren Chieftain picking up some more items as well. That Amulet of Spell Shield onto that Tauren Chieftain makes him much tankier, since a Frost Nova or Death Coil just bounces off of him in quick succession. Meanwhile, that Lich is still a bit of a threat, plus 15 damage. That Orb of Corruption, Ring of Archmagi, and Claws of Attack plus 4, and Circlet of Nobility, making the auto attack at least powerful enough to cause a bit of problems. Blade Master now making its way across here. We're going to perhaps take down a couple of these acolytes. 236 critical strike. Are we going to see some more damage racked up again? Yes, we are. There goes another, as the Ziggurat could get taken down before the Nerubian Tower upgrade gets completed. Coming back around, perhaps a Banshee or two will get taken down. There goes one Banshee, another Banshee going to get taken out. No curse being applied to the Blade Master, which is absolutely huge. Hitman adjusting to this very well, as the Death Knight unable to get a Death Coil off to save that low hit point Crypt Fiend. Death Coil going to find that Lich, though, 600 hit point heal, as we see another Stomp now go down. Death Knight needs to get another heal, big and quick. Death Coil gets it off once again, as the Obsidian statue does end up getting, taken down here and destroyed. All right, another Stomp coming back across. This Tauren Chieftain only sitting at level 4 right now, still not yet at level 5. Going to be extremely close after all this time, and with level 5 we may see an even larger radius on that Stomp here. Tauren Chieftain getting ever so closer, maybe needs one or two more shots, as the Blade Master dangerously low on hit points, trying to retreat back. Shadow Hunter doesn't have enough mana. There's a Clarity Potion, there's a mana right there. Are we perhaps going to see a Healing Wave bounce around? Yes, we are, as the Kodo Beast gets taken down by a Death Knight. Turning things back around here, gonna fight their way through. Tauren Chieftain now 7 experience shy from that level 5, could get the bonus bit of mana needed. And with that larger Stomp and longer duration, perhaps take down those Crypt Fiends and that supporting army. Hitman now finally in low upkeep with a slight supply advantage after all this time. Losing a Berserker right there. Was that Potion of Invulnerability used by Hitman? That had to have been an accident. Perhaps he wanted to use a Clarity Potion or that Potion of Mana. Instead, accidentally uses that Potion of Invulnerability there. All right, ensnares, transitioning into Raiders. Death Coil now finding that target. Tauren Chieftain comes back around. There's a bit of damage. There's level 5 now on that Tauren Chieftain after all this time, and we should be looking at level 3 Stomps here. Blade Master trying to find all of these targets. Tauren Chieftain still chasing. Now Dust of Appearance being placed down here, trying to finish off all of these targets. 260 critical strike, as the Shadow Hunter still has plenty of mana. Tauren Chieftain, been waiting for that level 3 Stomp to make a big play now. 48 supply compared to 53, as the Tauren Chieftain doesn't really seem to need to make a that big of a play either. Tauren Chieftain is still chasing after the Death Knight. Death Knight dangerously close to level 6. Now at level 6, level 3 Unholy Aura most likely going to be coming around here for that slightly faster movement speed. All right, that sudden transition into Raiders for Ensnare, maybe catching 120 off guard, as he hasn't had to deal with that particular style of play so far. Death Knight now continuing to go after the Kodo Beast. There goes a Death Coil. Could finish off the Kodo Beast right there, as we see a Potion of Invulnerability on the Dark Ranger. 654 compared to 6'5", nearly level 6 Shadowhunter. There goes that stomp, and the Lich could end up finally getting taken down. It does get taken down. Level 6 now on the Shadowhunter, and the damage is starting to just snowball. The advantage starting to snowball there. Losing that level 5 Lich, a big setback. No more Frost Nova burst damage, but still, level 6 Death Knight, level 4, nearly level 5 Dark Ranger could still be a problem, but instead, 120 leaves the game. Hitman, who was behind in terms of supply for much of this match, able to outlast his opponent and come away with the victory. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. Hopefully, I'll be able to see the final score screen. Yep, here we are. Hitman pretty much winning in all three categories. Unit score only winning by 5 points, as we saw. Well, 120, often with the larger army, had the largest army as well at times. All right, experience, however, always in Hitman's court, as he was able to use Twisted Meadows much more to his advantage, being able to run all around the map, clearing out those creep camps, and we saw him clear out that mercenary camp very early on in the game to just open up access, get that Forest Troll Berserker, and will absorb a lot of damage across all three of those units early on, and that slight hero level advantage made the difference. Finally, you can see the difference in gold lost to upkeep, 2,500 gold difference right there, and ultimately becoming a 4,600 gold difference mined. A lot of that gold was spent on items as well, so even though Hitman was in no upkeep, he found ways to use his gold effectively that turned things around in battles. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.